Are you traveling with a baby to South Korea and wondering which city is best to explore?
Off to Busan!
Go to Busan.
Wow!
First of all, it's warmer than Seoul and it's absolutely beautiful.
Wow, what a nice view! So amazing.
And did you know Busan is very baby-friendly and stroller-friendly? Finding family-friendly accommodations will be a breeze.
Good morning.
Plus, as Korea's second largest city, there's plenty for adults to enjoy too.
Gwanganlli lager. Cheers.
Hi, I'm Juhui, a Korean New Yorker and no BS YouTuber. In this video, I'm sharing the perfect itinerary, where to stay, what to eat, and my best tips for navigating Busan with a little one in tow.
Love it!
Before we begin, let's cover some basics. How to get here and where to stay. The go-to way to get to Busan from Seoul is the KTX, South Korea's high-speed train. It will get you here just in about 3 hours. But if the train is sold out or you're coming from Jeju Island like we are, flying is a great backup. Domestic flights are inexpensive and frequent. The only downside would be that the airport is a bit farther from the city center. But if you can avoid the rush hour, it's not going to be a problem. Next up, accommodations. So we picked Haeundae, the heart of Busan.
It looks like Miami.
People actually call Busan the Miami of Korea, and Haeundae is exactly why. It has this incredible skyline right on the beach.
This is the second tallest building in South Korea.
And you can even stay right in these high-rises for an unobstructed view. Haeundae is packed with luxury hotels. However, you can still find very affordable Airbnbs right here in the middle of it all. Check this out. A studio with a kitchenette and a washer, total lifesavers with a baby. It even has heated floors and a balcony with the ocean view. Guess how much we paid? Just $100. And of course, I'm sharing the link in the description.
Yeah, here we are, our bed.
And here's another window. Now, this is Guam-ro. If you are coming to Busan, you will definitely end up here at some point. It's a lively main street packed with restaurants and bars and places to hang out. Now that logistics are out of the way, let's get to the good stuff, the best things to do in Busan. First up is something that might surprise you. Hitting up a Japanese izakaya. If you're scratching your head right now, I get it. This is Busan, not Osaka. But hear me out. Busan actually has the best izakayas in Korea. While Seoul dominates the fine dining and posh food scene, Busan offers a more soulful and unpretentious take on Japanese food. Like this spot, for instance. Their best sellers are fresh seafood rice. It's reasonably priced and the presentation is so cute. The vibe here is so charming and laid back. I loved this low seating. They even have the traditional overflowing sake called mokiri. I hope I got that right. It's a symbol of generosity, so of course, we made sure to drink every last drop. Even our toddler got to join in with some fresh shrimp tempura, minus the batter. It was such a great find here in Guam-ro. I highly recommend it. Day 2. Time to start sightseeing, and our first stop is of course Haeundae Beach. We are in Haeundae. Hello. Now we're walking towards the beach. It is November 25th. It's not a spring summer weather, but it's very sunny and pleasantly warm. So let's go check out the beach. Now, if you're here in summer, you should definitely plan on swimming and sunbathing. The water is shallow and the waves are pretty mellow. One big plus, if you plan on bringing a baby here, the area is surprisingly stroller friendly. So nice. How's the water?
Looks great. Wow, looks so wild.
Wow! Look at that. Look at the seagull. It's also the perfect spot for people watching. For instance, Check out this guy intensely feeding the seagulls with shrimp-flavored chips. Somebody needs a company. So if you're wondering if Haeundae is worth visiting in the winter, definitely yes. Where are we heading next?
Soup, worm soup.
So today is all about an authentic Busan experience. So of course, we had to eat something local and original. And luckily, we didn't have to look far. Why no one's coming? By the way, pro tip, if no one comes to take your order in Korea, look for it.
Oh. Wait, there's only one menu. One item in the menu. That is codfish stew. Must be really good.
Codfish soup or Daegutang has been a Korean staple for centuries, but Busan puts its own spin on it by skipping the chili paste. Their version features clear broth, simmered with radish and water parsley known as minari. There are a lot of these restaurants that have been around for decades, especially in the Dalmaji Hill area. The codfish soup is considered the ultimate hangover cure, so it makes total sense that this dish is so popular in a town famous for its nightlife.
So this is the best kind of restaurant. They have one item and they do it really well.
Our next stop is a 20-minute taxi ride from Haeundae.
Heading to Songdo.
I have to break it to you. If you come to Busan and think Haeundae is the only beach worth visiting, you are making a big mistake. Songdo was actually the very first public beach in South Korea, which makes total sense. Songdo Beach is such a unique spot where breathtaking nature like rugged cliffs and the emerald water meets the fun above water activities like this cable car, for instance. Coming in at number 5, the best thing to do in Busan, Songdo Cable Car. Here we are, Busan Songdo Air Cruise. Are you ready? We're gonna get on a cable car. If you're traveling with kids, this is a must. Not only is the ride fun and interesting for them, but the station is very parent-friendly, with dedicated nursing rooms and changing stations. Let's freshen up. So there's Air Cruise and Crystal Cruise. So Crystal Cruise is a little bit of an upgrade from the Air Cruise. You can see the bottom, like the bottom of the cable car is transparent. So it's like flying above the ocean. Let's do it! I have to say, I was a little nervous about how our 1-year-old would handle the heights, but since the ride is only about 10 minutes, I figured it was worth taking a risk.
Gonna take off.
Pick up. Here we go. Wow, what a nice view. The ride was actually mesmerizing. I'm so glad we opted for the Crystal Cruise too. It made a huge difference. And our daughter wasn't scared at all. She was just soaking in the views, looking up and down. It was such an experience for her.
I can breathe this.
Look, darling, we're fine. The ride is a round trip, but there's just so much to explore on the other side. So make sure to set aside at least an hour. Our next stop was the Yonggung Suspension Bridge. Let's go! They are closing the bridge at 4:30. We arrived less than 5 minutes before closing. So we had to ditch our stroller on the top of the hill because there's no way we can make it. Sometimes you gotta take a risk. Hopefully no one's gonna steal our stroller. Luckily, no one did. But here's another tip. Make sure you have cash with you. The ticket is just a 1,000 won, but for some reason, our credit card did not work. And you know, we are in a rush, so if we didn't have cash, forget about it. Yonggung Suspension Bridge. The suspension bridge leads you to this rock formation in the middle of the ocean. Wow, the view here is amazing. It's the rugged cliffs and the mountains and the high-rise buildings is so amazing. And of course, the ocean. My honest opinion is I think these safety guards are a little bit too tall because it's kind of blocking a lot of the views. But I do understand safety comes first. Nonetheless, it's beautiful here. And you get to spot a sunset if you're lucky. Time to head all the way back up. And we gotta pick up our stroller. Hopefully no one stole it. Let's go.
That must be the Songdo Beach over there. Really nice. If coming here in summer and if you have enough days in Busan, I'll definitely spend a day in Songdo.
We've seen enough beautiful beaches. Now it's time to see the historical soul of Busan. We are heading to the Jung-gu area. You probably heard of Gukjae Market and Bupyeong Kangtong Market. While today they are famous for street food and retro charm, these markets were born out of necessity for war refugees. Busan served as South Korea's temporary capital during the Korean War, and the city became a refuge for millions of people.
6:36 and all closed. So get here early if you want to try the sheer variety of Korean street food.
And if you want to feel the history, check out this movie, Ode to My Father. I think it's free on Roku. It follows a family through these chapters of Korean history. And they actually have a store right here in Gukjae Market. Speaking of movies, Jung-gu is also the birthplace of the Busan International Film Festival, BIFF. BIFF Square was the city's original movie district, where you can see the Walk of Fame footprints from world-famous filmmakers.
There's no such a thing as good composition, only bad. It's the kind that's contrived. I love that.
Last but not least, Jung-gu is the home to Korea's first international port. Heard about Jagalchi fish market? This major seafood market had kept the economy moving during and after the Korean War. The tough and hardworking women here have become a legendary symbol of Korean ajumma. I am one of them now. You can get incredibly fresh sashimi here without breaking the bank.
The whole street dedicated to jokbal, which is like pig feet meat. Try it, full of collagen, allegedly.
Perfect. This is what every restaurant must have.
So we ended up here for a hot pot because it's cold outside and we just want something familiar. Here we are. I'll see you tomorrow.
Day 3.
Good morning.
And we are going for another scenic ride. This time, we're hopping on this tiny, colorful cabin on the elevated rail.
Number 9 on my list, Sky Capsule.
Booking in advance is an absolute must. It's really popular.
This train ride. Yeah.
Quick heads up, the capsule is definitely small, but we managed to fit a folded stroller inside.
Wow, so fun. As you can see, it's kind of pouring right now. So it feels really actually more adventurous. Big waves in the ocean, where you're in this tiny little cabin. Actually, a train, on a railroad. So it's really cool. It's a cool experience.
Rain or shine, I think the ride is unforgettable. I mean, when else do you get to see a train track and the ocean so close together? Our 1-year-old seemed to love it too. The capsule runs about 2 kilometers between Mipo and Cheongsapo station. If you want to go further, you can switch to the beach train. Or if the weather and time permit, you can walk the boardwalk and explore the Blue Line Park in its entirety. It's about 30 to 40-minute walk each way. I bet it's worth it.
So here we are approaching the Cheongsapo station. Yeah, was it fun? So we just got off the train here. Weather is nice, the sun is out, so it's the perfect time to explore. More espresso, less depresso.
There are a few cute cafes and restaurants here, but most are seafood grills, which aren't the easiest with a toddler. So we decided to just start walking and find a different place to go. We passed small hillside farms, a school, a temple, and massive high-rises.
Therapeutic here? Oh, interesting neighborhood.
Turns out it was an unexpectedly interesting walk. Before we knew it, we hit the Dalmaji Park. The overlook was fantastic. It really caught me by surprise. Along the Dalmaji Walk, there are a good number of decent restaurants, and we ended up going for Thai food.
Sour and nice. Like a tom yum soup.
Now we are on to our next stop.
The rain is expected to stop in 15 minutes. So we are so lucky today with the weather.
Annyeong! I'm here at Gwanganlli Beach. Cheese! Look around.
Gwanganlli Beach is where locals and young people head for the fun weekend. It's famous for its view of the Gwanganlli Bridge, which is one of Busan's most iconic landmarks.
This is the Gwanganlli Bridge. Wow, such a great view.
I would actually argue that this is the most Instagrammable beach in Busan.
It really feels like just like a park than a beach because the beach area, the sand area is not that wide. And I turn around, I would have not guessed that there's a beach right behind me because this just looks like just a city. What did you see? Can you see cars on the bridge?
Cars on the bridge, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Annyeong! They've got a Bronx brewery, cool.
Since Gwanganlli is known for its cool bar scene, we had to check out at least one of them. And let me introduce you the dried pollock, one of the beloved bar foods in Korea.
This is how you enjoy beer in Korea. Dry fish and cold beer.
It might not be for everyone, but try it.
Gwanganlli lager. Cheers. Light and a little bit citrusy. And the view.
And another sweet memory for our family. We are back in Haeundae.
Here we are. We're at the Haeundae Traditional Market.
It's a bustling street packed with everything from authentic local eats to trendy fusion desserts. It's easily the most popular traditional market in Busan. It makes sense because it's located right next to the beach.
A lot of dry seafood. It's like a dry octopus. Look at the fish in the tank.
You will find plenty of seafood and comfort classics like Korean-style pancakes. But if you're looking for the most authentic dish here, it's the grilled sea eel. Or should I call it slime eel? I wasn't feeling adventurous enough to try it myself, but
A lot of happy faces. So must be good. Actually, I like to have this one. And it's very basic, but I love kalguksu, which is kind of a white noodle soup. And I don't know what the 31 centimeter is all about, and I have to know.
Okay.
No takeout. And I think the 31 centimeter is the size of the bowl because they have a huge giant bowl.
So I had to settle for pancakes, but hey, I'll take that any day.
Getting 4 different pancakes. Yay! Mung bean, kimchi, pumpkin, and potato. This is called croissant taiyaki. So it's like sweet and it's a fusion. It's a French Korean or even Japanese, I don't know. I think we had this in Myeongdong last time we were in Korea. So
this market isn't just about food though.
they create a quick drawing of you, like caricature, within a minute. And it's like 7,000 won per person. So we are a family of 3, so it's gonna be 21,000 won, which is like $15. I think it's totally worth it. Let's go do it.
The shop was really popular and we were very excited to get our first ever caricature as a family of 3.
Alright, so we got our caricature done. Love it!
We also checked out this kitchenware store in the market.
So cute. This is like a spoon rest. Each one has the name, title of a family member. Like this is for dad, this is for daughter. Like a name card. You want one?
Yeah.
You are dad now.
Mm-hmm.
Your first ceramic spoon? Don't break it. It's very colorful. Green and pink. Let's see. Oh, these things that you like.
I'm pretty sure these are vacuum insulated, yeah.
We're so excited that we found the exact same bowls that my husband raved about at the Codfish restaurant.
It's so cutie.
The Haeundae Tradition Market is just a fun, vibrant place that you want to stroll around and soak in all the atmosphere. Day 4. It's our last day in Busan. We're starting off strong with some award-winning coffee and a milk round cake. I mean, how could you not? It sounds so good.
Give me coffee now. Moment of truth. Be honest.
It's very toasty, but it's very nice. Smooth. Oh well.
Not bad, but it's just a cream. It's not milk or anything. My expectation was really high. But the vibe of the shop was so fun and cool. It has this quirky alien theme, and you can only find this store in Busan and just one other nearby city.
You wanna try this? You can have a sample. Small lychee and coffee. Very good combo. Exercise is important here. Very important.
That was a quick PSA. On to our next destination.
If you know the science, you can see the future. We're at the Busan National Science Museum.
This place is massive and it even has a kids zone.
This one's for you. So this is timed entry and you can be inside for an hour and a half. Oh, there are a lot to see here, so let's go explore. Dancing robot? This place must be crowded during the weekends, but during the weekdays it's very empty. Bon appetit!
Another good thing about this museum is that they have something for everyone. My husband had a lot of fun trying out the latest AR glasses from Korea.
AI, camera solution. Oh wow, analyze your behavior. Oh, 5 family. Wow, family car for 5 people. You only have 3.
On a side note, if you have a baby who just started walking, a spacious museum like this is perfect. There's so much for them to see and touch that they will walking non-stop. Then it was finally time for our reservation at the kids zone.
Only for under 3 years, 36 months. Wow!
We loved how safe and interactive the toddler area was. We even ventured out to the section for older kids to explore.
How much would you weigh in Mars? Let's check it out. 0!
That's not moving. 0. Then get a Mercedes.
Mercedes. Ooh, it's a wagon. Only if she knew how to use the food.
Or she's actually more of a pilot.
Balancing training. Can we go now?
Doesn't want to leave.
The museum was fantastic. I mean, I can't believe the ticket was only 5,000 won. We're definitely coming back. Next up, we're heading to a temple, but not just any temple. This one is arguably the most picturesque temple in all of Korea. Unlike most temples that are tucked away in quiet mountains, this one is perched right on the rocky coastline, offering panoramic views of the East Sea. Beyond the scenery, here's a few tips for your visit. First, find your zodiac animal at the entrance and snap a photo. These statues are believed to protect you from evil.
Oh, yep.
Tip number 2. Don't just take photos. Actually, take a moment to make a sincere wish. Legend has it, at least one of your wishes here will be granted. So, make it a good one. Tip number 3. Do not skip the temple cafe. You can enjoy the lotus decorations and the ocean views while snacking on the lotus bread. It's a total temple specialty that you won't find anywhere else. Lastly, simply enjoy the serenity.
I didn't think that coming here for the second time, I would be pushing a stroller up the hill. Some effort.
And the good workout. That was the end of our trip. But here are a few honorable mentions that you might want to add to your own itinerary. First, if you want to try a Korean-style sauna called Daegutang, you have to check out the Spa Land Centum City. Whether you end up loving it or feeling a little bit awkward about it, it's definitely going to be an authentic and unforgettable experience. Another great spot, especially if you're traveling with kids, is the Sea Life Aquarium in Haeundae. So we've been to the COEX location in Seoul, and I believe the exhibits are quite similar. It gets some mixed reviews. While the displays are colorful and interactive, some visitors feel the tanks are a little bit too small for the animals. It's worth looking into before you book, but overall, I have to say, it's a fun experience for the whole family. So there you have it, a full 4-day Busan itinerary. What did I miss? What are you most looking forward to? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next destination.
I don't know if that looks like real people. I guess it is real people, right? Yeah.
Huh?
Fortune tellers, real people.
Yeah, they're real people, yes.
They
They're
look like
real fortune
robots.
tellers. I don't know if they're real fortune tellers, but
Yeah.
they're real people, not mannequins.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very still, so they could be mistaken.
Lots of food, clean bathrooms. Look at that.
Green bathroom.
Look at that. I mean, they have a bathroom display. Why?
Why? They do have a bathroom. It's very important.
Let's do
And the
ironing.
toilet is open, so
Yeah.
it's working. It's not clogged. So bad. Oh my god.